And we are live. How you doing, Lisa Ann? Got Polar Bear Ed in here. Two ATVs of our life. How you doing? Let's see. I gotta refresh this thing.
Hi, Lisanne. Hi, Daryl. How you guys doing?
Now the other one's stuck in an ad. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I've got something.
Hey, there's Willie. There's Bocce.
Yep. D Shep, how you doing?
Hi, Danny.
Well, at least it warmed up a little bit. And you'll probably get called in early again tomorrow night. How you doing,
Ben.
Steven?
Hey, Steve. Ben, how you doing? Um, I thought about that warming up thing. It was like 16 degrees or something, negative 16 when I went to work or went to the restaurant this morning. It was
Yeah.
16. It was 16 above when I went to the grocery store.
Wow. Hey, there's Doug. I didn't get a chance to call Doug today. Doug, how the heck are you doing? How you doing, Ben's workshop?
Hi, Dougie.
I was going to call you today, Doug, and get an update on you to see how you was doing, and I got really tied up. We had a lot of stuff go wrong today. And I didn't really want to work in that cold all this time either, but I have no choice.
Yep.
Doing great. Oh, that's good to hear, Doug. Wow. Ed's not in the chat.
I'm eating a pear, so I can't really type. I don't want to get my keys all sticky.
Roy's the boy. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hopefully everybody's a lot warmer than what we are here. It's
No,
not very warm.
that's no joke.
Let's see, what is our temperature now? We're at 25. This morning we was -6 until I got to the restaurant, and then it said -12. It was cold.
Well, I'm down in this little valley, so when I put out of the driveway this morning after I got my truck started, it was negative 16.
Yeah. It's about freezing there. Yeah, I believe it, Ben. We was doing good till I went to turn the water on, and I didn't have no water. It was froze up. Then my son calls me. His house is froze up. So biggest majority of the day was getting the two houses back up and operating. 37 down there with Bama.
Then the other son called and said his truck was froze up.
Yep. And then the other son called, and the diesel truck gelled up the fuel in it. Had to get it going. So it was a cold day outside. How you doing, Patch? Getting snow now. How much are you supposed to get? I just seen a weather forecast for here tomorrow. We're supposed to get 4 to 8. So Ed'll probably get called into work again.
Not for 4 inches. We'll do that in the morning.
Yeah. I got a real strange looking character in the basement. I don't know. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this one. I don't know. Uh-oh. Just lost his picture too. Oh lordy. Says Ken, but oh, there he is.
But guys,
I need pay for you a trip to the tropical islands. Shoot. Oh, we got a real strange character in the basement now. I can't see nobody's face. I just see a mini bike. Oh, it's that guy. Adam, how you doing?
Oh, I gotta turn
TBC.
you up. What's up, fellas?
Not much.
I seen you was live. I had to come say hi.
There you go. What you been up to? Anything?
Been all right. Been working way too much. On that. I bought me
Oh,
a
that-
shed though. It's pretty sweet.
What's that?
I bought this shed right here that I'm standing
Oh.
in.
Oh, nice.
Heck
Yeah. I had my
Yeah.
tent set up. That didn't work.
yeah. At least it gives you a place to work.
Yeah, exactly. It's big too, man. I think it's 12 by 20 or something, or like 16 foot tall.
Heck
It's a
yeah.
big one. Yeah, I
That's
can fit a whole lot of
size.
bikes in here.
Yep. Heck yeah. Lisa Ann's
Plus
in
it's secure.
California.
Well, that's the biggest thing is security. That's it right there. That's why I got it.
Right.
Crazy people. I finally got the Trailmaster run. It runs right now for the 24-hour, but it finally
Uh-huh.
runs.
There you
That's
go.
good. We're doing that 24-hour race again. I think in like a week and a half.
Yep.
Good night.
That should be fun. Let's see if I can get this last bolt in.
Yeah, but running that long is pretty hard on motors, though.
Dude, this one right here has been a champ. This is Old Faithful right here. This has been to like 5 races now or something, 4 or 5 races, and I ride it every chance I get. And it has just done its thing, man. I'm actually doing the head gasket right now. I finally blew a head gasket. I've been seeing oil. I'll go back in there for a while, and my valve lash is way off. That
Right.
tells me there's probably no gasket left.
Yep.
Hey, Bama, heck yeah, 12 by 24. This one's it's really tall. Like, look how tall this thing is. Oh, you can't see. Oh, how do I
Heck
show
yeah.
it? Oh, it's just too dark, I guess. Yeah, it's got like 16 foot tall ceilings.
Wow.
I
I
got it
Ken
for a
must
deal.
be doing some paperwork. He's got glasses on.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is that motor I knocked a hole in the block. Like one of the first couple
okay.
races.
Wow.
Still got that aluminum bond stuff on it, holding it together.
And the legend just came into the channel. Here's Jeff. He's in here now. Must have had a short delay. So what's Ken been doing?
oh, I worked this morning, then came back home and changed a couple of the shop lights. Got 2 of the 6 done.
That's what I need.
Yeah, but at least your shop is all heated. Hey, Vermont Paint, good to see you.
We'll take it back, Vermont.
Yeah, take it back up there, Vermont. We don't want that. You
I've
can
had
have it
enough.
back.
Shit, it's even cold. Do you see this? I got a hoodie on. It's cold down here.
Yeah.
Not like y'all's cold, though.
No.
This morning Nate was in t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's 3 hours south of me, too, though. He's all the way down there.
I'm just
It's
saying
like-
we were in negative conditions,
Yeah,
and he's
No, you would never give me no negative. Mm-mm.
It was only -8 this morning that I had here.
Only negative.
Oh, it was nice. So I went and turned the water on.
Oh, shit.
There was no water.
Right? Oh, man.
yeah. Doug's shop's all laid out, man. He's got heat, AC. I think he's got a fridge out there. Heck
I
yeah.
got a little AC heat thing that I'm going to put in here. I just ain't got to it. But it don't never
look
get that cold.
I'll look into one of those things like Mater got them diesel fuel heaters. They're meant for heating. They're meant for heating cabs of trucks and stuff, but they're all self-contained.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
They run on diesel fuel.
Who makes it?
We was running
Oh, you
yours
can
on diesel fuel today, and the new one that I went and picked up.
And it's like clean burning? Like you don't.
Yeah. It's got a muffler, an air intake, and a muffler that go outside,
Oh,
and it sucks air in one end and that blows hot air out the other.
Right.
You can look up on Amazon for like cab heaters or diesel cab heaters.
Heck yeah. Oh, that's in there.
Yeah,
What is it, Al?
Yeah.
My buddy.
Ken's got the shop, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is a start. Had to start somewhere.
That's it.
I couldn't
I
take
guess I guess we could call it a brewery since he makes wine
it.
That would
Yeah.
make it a winery.
or a winery. Yeah,
Yeah. A brewery's making beer. He's making wine, so it's a winery.
winery.
Yeah. It's all good till all the tops start popping off the bottles.
I
Yeah,
only had a couple do that.
Did you? What type was it? What was you making?
I don't even remember what they were.
Damn, you'll let anybody in, wouldn't you?
Why not?
yeah. Vermont paint. I've seen guys take old electric dryers, convert them into shop heaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things could be expensive, them cab heaters. Well,
The
Amazon
ones the ones I was looking at were like $120, $130, something like that.
Yeah, there's one on Amazon for $145.
Yeah. I think it was Cannonball Repair. He put one in a car, and the thing puts out some good heat.
Yeah, it says it covers a whole bunch of BTU.
Yeah.
Way more than. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but for like where you're at, I mean, where you don't get, sub-zero temperatures, just take the chill out of the air. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be nice. It's pretty chilly out here right now.
Somebody got to
I-
take
I-
Bocce's keyboard away from her.
Was she typing too fast again?
She's not paying attention to what she's typing.
You just got to watch her, Jeff. She'll trip over her fingers. She's so
I
quick.
see that.
He's not a wiener. He's a wino.
Oh boy. So what'd you do, Jeff? Stay in the warm house all day?
Almost. I went for a ride this afternoon. It wasn't too bad.
What in the heck is that?
That's an airplane.
Yeah, it's one of them jets.
Oh, that's a plane
Dad
going.
going over here, going in Newark all the time. It's like they're coasting.
Wow.
Hey, Lisa. Willie CK. Bocce changed her channel name. What is it? Bocce Blankets. Vermont Paint. What's up, people?
Bocce changed it to professional hooker.
Oh, very nice.
2 kerosene week with heaters.
Oh, I got a new bike back there. Y'all ain't even seen. I got a bike that's older than me. It's over there. It's in the middle of paint. It's
It's older than you?
It's older than me. It's like
Really?
10 years older than me.
Is it older than us?
It's kind of like the one Nate had. It's a Thunderbird, a Manco Thunderbird. It's got these little tiny fake front shocks and little like rear shocks on the seat. It's pretty cool.
At least Willie's got some backup heat there.
You get your pipes unthawed then, Mark?
Oh yeah. My place and Rich's place. Right after I figured out mine was froze up, Rich called me. His whole house was froze up.
Oh boy.
Then Bo called me, and the diesel fuel and the Duramax gelled up. Well, it was a fun day.
I don't have that problem with fuel gelling up. Of
Yeah.
course, then again, I wish I had electric. I wish I had them heated seats in that thing. It'd be a little life would be easier.
Oh boy. Leave it to Bocce.
See, I told
She's
you,
on a roll.
somebody got to take that away from her.
Here's this is the game changer right here.
She's on a roll tonight.
That's for sure, Willie, especially the way the temperatures have been going here lately. Oh, Lordy. Nosy's in here.
The boss.
This is twisted. Busted, guys.
Kyle should be coming in here
Well,
shortly. He
I
just
don't feel
left.
like firing up the. I don't feel like burning no propane this week. You already had three. You're
Next
not
one
getting
here.
another one. Grub.
Did you go out to the shop today, Ed?
No.
He didn't have no heat. I had his heat.
That is eating.
You should have came over to my shop and worked on that tractor then. We had laundry and everything else to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Shopping.
He had to go shopping and get some pears.
Yeah, we got some pears. We got some other stuff. Got some laundry detergent.
Why you don't want to go out in the little river behind the house with a couple of rocks and just beat the dirt out of them?
No.
No.
Bocce, you didn't have to start at 5. We didn't start till 6.
Yeah, Ben was talking about building a outdoor wood burner that has a jacket that blows the heat inside. They actually make those here, like a pellet stove. It's an outdoor pellet stove. It burns wood pellets. It has the heat jacket and stuff, and it pipes the heat right into the house.
Yep. Uh-oh. Kyle says he's here to stir the pot.
Well, he's gonna have to stand in line.
And I actually watched a video today, Kyle. Guy was getting a 8.3 Cummins going.
He heard after this that we need to build a pulling truck.
Okay.
4-wheel drive diesel pulling truck.
Yeah.
So, as soon as he
So what
becomes
was it like
unbroke.
watching that? What was it like watching that 8.3 start, Ed?
It was really interesting because it was in a combine, but they tried and tried and tried, and the thing wouldn't make but like a half a revolution and stop. And finally, at the end of the video, there's like 4 guys there, 2 different YouTube channels, and one guy's like, "Let's try moving the batteries closer instead of using these long jumper cables." They made these cables up there like 3 feet long or something like that. Dude, that thing made like 2 revolutions, fired up, and black smoke just rolled out of it.
We don't have that problem with them army trucks. It's nothing a can of ether can't get them going because they ain't gonna start on their own. You would
Right,
think
they
trucks
didn't
that were made right around 2000, you would be able to start them right up, wouldn't you?
Now Kyle went broke paying for your breakfast this morning, Ed.
And I just read that. I was going to say, I'm sorry, Kyle.
Okay, water heater. Yeah, I've seen those, and I've seen those ones that sit outside the building, actually, and it's got ductwork off the blower, off the back of it, that blows inside the building, but you feed it outside.
Yeah, that's the wood burners I was talking about. They suck the air out of the building, put it through the wood burner, and put it back into the building.
Yeah, it recycles it. It just cycles.
Well, that's what I snugged the head
A
up.
friend
on
of
a
mine's
bit.
got one of them big outdoor wood burners out in his farm there.
Mm-hmm.
But my header's broken. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, I was a few years back. I seen a big farm that had basically an outdoor wood burner, but they burnt round bales of hay. It was
Really?
homemade. It would hold 3 round bales of hay at a time. They
That's
heated
big.
they heated 5 houses off of it.
Wow.
That's a big burner.
That thing was impressive. They loaded it with a tractor. They made it out of like an old tanker truck, and had like rail like slide rails on the inside. They sit the round bale on it and just push, and just keep pushing. Every time they put a bale in, they just pushed it more towards the back.
So it would be burning all 3 bales at the same time, or would it just feed them? Was there something feeding them after they was loaded on the rail?
Well, no, it would like burn. They would start the fire like in the back of it where the first bale was at.
Mm-hmm.
And as that bale burned up, it would catch the next bale, and then they would just keep pushing and push all that fire towards the back of the burner. And it just kept, feeding that way.
Nope. Made Ed leave the tip? No, Kyle. I left a big tip there.
No. Yeah, Mark left the tip because I realized when I was getting ready to leave the tip the other day when I was at McDonald's getting my breakfast. I told the girl, "Can I get some ones?" I gave her a $20 bill. My breakfast was $5, and I had 5 ones in my wallet.
Yeah.
I got
got
a tip
it.
for all you guys. Don't be going outside with a t-shirt this time of year.
I left her a $20 tip this morning, Kyle. She did a good tip.
What?
Yep.
Must be nice. They're lucky if they see $4 out of me.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but it was a big group, though. There was, 8 of us this morning?
Yeah.
4 and 4 of us. Yeah, 8 of us.
8 of us.
So $20 is about right on the tip scale.
And Marie actually did a halfway decent job.
Yes, she did. She did really good.
Yeah, yes, Bocce. Unknowingly, I gave McDonald's a tip.
About $10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, usually they give me.
Figure it out.
Usually they'll give, like, if I give them a 20 for that, they'll give me a 10 and a 5. Well, if I want to buy a pop or something at work, I got to put a $5 bill in the machine, and it gives me all quarters back.
You don't you like how that works out?
Yeah. So I asked her that day if she'd give me some ones, like 5 ones. She gave me 5 ones.
And kept the 10.
Yeah.
$15 an hour at McDonald's ain't much money anymore. They got to have them tips,
Oh, yeah. They work real hard.
Yeah. They're not worth $15 an hour. Nobody there.
I was mad at my wage, even what I make, when they started saying that crap. Because I know a lot of construction workers that's all they make is $15 an hour. Work their butt off. People McDonald's get it.
Well, especially when, like, in the morning when I go through, there's 4 of them in there. One girl's working the register, taking your money and your order, and then there's 1 person in the back cooking, and then there's 2 wait, at the window. One standing at the thing waiting for the food to come out. The other one standing by the window.
To grab
One
money.
puts the food in the bag, hands it to the other girl. That girl at the window turns around and hands it to you and says, "Thank you."
Yep. Okay,
15.
Willie, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping in.
For $15 an hour.
Yep. Well, you better start changing your job occupation because you can go to Walmart and run a cash register for 15, but now they're going to all self checkouts pretty much, and they get it done for free.
Taco Bell nights and weekends in North Canton, 22 starting.
$22 an hour for Taco Bell? Shoo.
Ain't that insane? Like, that's nuts, man. I'm going to work at Taco Bell, man.
Oh, you ain't
Thank
got
you,
old
Chip.
now, Boxy.
Next, you go and buy a soft taco or a hard taco and pay $5.99 each.
I won't. Somebody
You
will.
pay wages like that. Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I talked to somebody that was working at McDonald's during the pandemic, and when they started offering those wages, the hours all got cut.
Oh, yeah. But you know, that's a good thing. Still make the same money and work less hours.
If you were working 25 or 30 hours a week, they cut you down to like 10 or 15. So you're actually making less.
Exactly. Well, there you go, Kyle. He's going to leave the oil fields and go to Taco Bell. They wouldn't be no different. You'd still be working in the oil and gas industry, working at Taco Bell. They got lots of grease and stuff there.
Gives you gas.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy.
I can go to the
That's
diner
it.
here by me, and it costs me almost $10 to get a nice 2 eggs, a home fries, and sausage, and toast. I go to the same diner, it costs me $12 to get a curly cheeseburger and a little thing of fries.
There's still a place down the road from where I work at. You can get 2 eggs, bacon, toast, and a cup of coffee for $3.99.
Yep. Lisa Ann, you're exactly right. And none of them fast food or Walmart and that offer decent insurance or any benefits for their employees.
All right.
It's a basic setup of come work for me, I'll offer you nothing.
Yeah, right?
Well, I like KFC's sign they have up here. It says, "No early mornings, no late nights. Come work for us."
Wow. Well, I wonder if Scott ever made it back to his truck that broke down on him.
How is Mr. Briggs?
He's hanging in there.
Mr. Briggs blew up his truck today.
Well, he blew it up. It's not his truck though, right? Company truck?
Don't matter. He
bad
was
egg.
driving it and it stopped going, so it's his fault.
Mr. Briggs, I love that guy. I mean, he's a character.
Oh, yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
good one.
Then the next question is, I wonder if Nate got his buck today.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's a good question.
Buck. Deer hunting.
Like beetle?
No.
Deer.
Deer.
Oh, deer, a buck. Oh, a buck.
Yeah. And then Kyle's off alligator hunting in
Oh, wow.
Mississippi.
And there's a hole in it. Oh, just give me a- where is it?
You can weld that up.
Weld it up.
Yeah,
Weld
I'm
it up.
welded up. I
Yep.
got it right now. But I'm glad I knew it because it almost broke all the way around. It broke clean off. Yeah, this thing got a big. Is that big?
I know a front page of our paper this morning, they're going on about how deer around here got COVID. How the hell is it deer get COVID?
Dude,
Well,
this
you know,
thing
they
is-
said that couldn't go to animals and all that, but you're
Well,
hearing
now
more
they
and
got a
more
whole
about it.
list: dogs, cats, rabbits. I forget what else is on there.
What is this thing made out of? It's either solid brass or solid copper. This
Copper.
Is it
Copper.
copper they're making these?
Uh huh.
Yep.
This thing is a trooper. Like that is the best gasket I've ever had.
Yep.
Solid
Mhm.
copper.
Yep. I run them on my Poland
It
tractors.
Dude, this
Yep.
thing is not even, nothing. It gets a little dirty, but it works, man. Copper, that's what. Okay, I got copper that I can use.
And there's Thomas Andrews and Kevin.
Well, I need to court match that too, though. I could see where that's a blockage.
Uh-huh.
Open that bad
The
boy.
best thing you can do for them, Adam, is buy that copper spray in a can
Yeah, copper shield. Yeah, I got it.
and spray that gasket, that copper gasket, spray it with that, or you could get the tube type
Yeah,
and
yeah.
put on it.
I got the spray stuff.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you coat that before you put it back together.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any update on Pate's performance, so
No.
I haven't seen him forever either. Dude, I work freaking 80 hours a week, every week. It sucks sometimes.
Yeah, but just think of all that bank you're making.
Yeah, look, I bought me a freaking she shed.
There you go.
well,
Make sure you
Something's
get
gotta break.
insurance on it in case it burns down.
Right? That is
something's got to bring the girls to the yard.
That's right.
I worked the whole 23 hours this week.
How many?
I made 23. I made
Oh, boy.
15 Saturday and or Sunday and Monday morning, and then the 8 hours the other day.
That's good. You're making good money then.
I did.
I'm making something
did that.
better than sitting here.
Just
That's
bought
right.
This is for another motor, but it works though.
Yeah, but you're in the oil fields, Kyle. 80 hours is nothing there.
Yeah, but wait a second. He's there 80 hours. I seen the video from the other day.
Yeah, he was sitting in his truck with his feet hanging out the damn window getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so don't just being there 80 hours,
Doesn't make it.
But I'm sure here in a few days when the snow and stuff starts melting and stuff, he'll make up for that sitting in that truck with his feet up.
You think?
Either that or he'll do a whole bunch more of that because it's too cold to work.
Not when the snow melts, it turns into mud knee deep.
Yeah.
Then he'll
He's out.
Then he'll be wishing he was sitting in that truck with his feet up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kyle works.
Hell yeah, it works. That's one of the hardest jobs ever.
Oh, man.
He
Thomas
gets a few days where he gets his feet up, but
Thomas is already checking out. He must be going to get ice cream.
he's at work still.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Dude, I just got nailed again.
Yeah, he might have got in trouble.
Yeah, we ain't using this one. I ain't taking my fender out. I love my fender. This one's pretty cool. Cinerex. It comes right out the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you got that oil fields out there?
Same. That's the same one I used here. Same one.
Yep.
Well, I'm in a bathroom.
I know you guys had oil fields out there.
Oh, yeah. Ohio turned into little Texas.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah. That's what they consider Ohio now. The drilling rigs have been hard at it again. I think a bunch of the leases and everything are coming due, and so they got to hurry up and punch these holes before the leases end. And then they have to renew leases in order to go in
Well,
and
they
drill.
ain't gonna renew them if the old man says anything about it. They ain't renewing leases, are they?
Nope. There's Crystal Lynn. How you doing?
Yeah. At least when I worked in the oil field, depends on how the lease was written. They either have to punch the hole before the lease end, or they have to have the site prepped.
Yes.
I know there for a while, there was a bunch of sites that were graded off with roads going into them and maybe a water tank sitting there for a piece of equipment. And they sat there for 5 or 6 years until they could get to drilling them.
Right. Long as they were in there, it was considered active.
70 new wells by the end of this year.
Yep.
That's punching some holes.
Geez, maybe I should go out there and get one of them winch trucks, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, but anymore, Jeff, that oil field stuff's so spotty, it's hit and miss.
Yeah, I can spot weld it.
Yeah, I was gonna say just if I was you, just close your eyes every time.
I think I fit right in one of them trucks.
That's what we do at the shop.
Oh, yeah.
It's broke right there at the plane. So I can just do it with a couple dots.
It's all
Right
here.
here. Yeah, right there. See that hole?
Oh yeah. That's just tack loading.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be pretty safe. So, yeah, I don't have mine. I have mine in the shop.
Mine's gonna work
Yeah, just close your eyes.
though. Hope for the best.
Yeah, as long as you got that thing. Just put-
Dang, somebody's flying.
Well,
It's
that's me.
It's them. Well, it's them side by sides around here.
Hey, go. You're going to have no street left in front of your house.
Hey, junkyard.
Hey, how you doing, Junkyard? Good to see you.
Junkyard. You want another one, Grubby? You do. You gonna say please, or you gonna sit there and stare at me? Oh, fine.
Now, Jeff, you know she don't like no camera.
She doesn't care. I got crackers in my hand. That's different.
Oh, okay.
We'll be on camera for crackers. Oh,
We can get Bocce on camera for coffee.
nah, you can't. Maybe some free yarn, but I don't know about
You mean rope?
rope.
They don't use no.
It's about time for her to start sending cookies out, isn't it?
I think.
I want to know where we're at in the count. Since she come up on live stream, does the count restart or do we continue
No.
on?
No. Seeing how you seem to be permanently stuck about 470 every time she comes up, it should go down 10 then.
Wow.
Because you'd still be at 470.
I don't have that email, Bocce.
And what's this email you're talking about?
For cookies.
All I have is snail mail. My back's doing better, Crystal. I got loaded up with ibuprofen and heating pad last night and today, so
Talk about me burning down my damn she shed. Now I'm pulling out the welder. Tonight's gonna be the night.
Oh boy.
So how deep was that snow you were pushing with that broom the other day?
at that time it was about 8 or 9 inches.
Oh, that's a little bit more than brooms are meant to push, huh?
Yeah, they're good up to about 4, maybe 5.
In fact, I'm gonna weld it back for
I think you're pushing
Anything-
it for myself.
Yeah.
My brother told me today he got 2 more in Ventraxes where he works. He said I got him this time with the plows. He said these guys love them. They don't even bother with the skid steers no more.
Yeah, we've got 3 of them so far. All 3 of them have the rotary brooms. 2 of them we can put snow blowers on, and we just got a V plow for it. And the 2 guys that took the V plow out said that thing is awesome.
Hey, how you doing, Bruce?
I would think that'd be the best way to go with the feed plow.
Mm-hmm.
How wide is it? About 4 foot, 5 foot?
Yeah, I think they'll when they're straight across. I think they're 4 foot, maybe 52 inches. They're wider than the machine, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but with it being in the V pile part, it would have to be easier on that bin track to move the snow that way with the V plow.
Oh, you could really fly it in.
Mm-hmm.
hi Breezy. Yeah, they- then I work for a university.
Town down where we plow from, they got a bobcat, a small itty bitty, like the small bobcat. They made a snow pusher out of it. It's a power angle plow.
Our nature center, he took an old Western plow when he first got his track machine, his track skid steer, and adapted it so he could run it. The only problem is his machine only has a high flow system,
Yeah.
so he had to just keep. So he just had to keep bumping the controls to get it to angle. To get it to angle. He said the first time when he first put it on, he hit the button, and that thing slammed sideways and blew a hose off of it.
Probably popped the stop off the thing too, huh?
But he ended up getting rid of that. He ended up getting rid of that.
These guys took an actual like small snow pusher, and they changed the back of it around so it power angles. I was looking at it the other day when he come being bumped down the road there. It's like, how do you even figure that? A snow pusher with power angle? What's the point?
Huh.
Well, he got rid of that Western plow and actually bought the V plow for the machine. And I gotta say, the thing, it's got a door on the front and like plastic over the sides of the cage. He took the back window out because he gets hot. He said even if you turn the heat down a little bit and then turn the blower down, the heat off the motor and the heat blowing through the cab will still overheat you.
Wow. What do you use to plow with over at your place, Ken?
My 4-wheeler.
Oh, okay.
I know the guy I work for. He's got that. I don't think he even got it on a job yet. He's got like the biggest Bobcat skid steer you could get at the time. He's got every attachment with it. He's got I think it's a 6-foot snowblower. Never been used yet. It's still sitting there under a tarp.
Oh, Lordy.
I'm reading
Rope
about you.
is rope. Yeah, I was just reading it too. I don't care who the rope's made by. Rope is rope.
I thought maybe it's something like it's really a pain in the butt to hook with. I was gonna request a blanket. I was gonna pay for it. just so I could hear her muddling.
Yeah, I got to order a blanket.
Got a blanket warmer here. I'll let you rent. She's pretty good at it too.
I was thinking about ordering a pair of booties. She could knit me some booties for my big old feet.
I was so proud of myself. I can wear my big moon boots again now. Can't drive the Jeep with them, but I can wear them.
Yep.
I got a pair of the big like ducky boots that I wear for snow and stuff at work. I got to change out of them before I go checking cars because like our Traverse and stuff like that, the pedals are so narrow. I hit both of them at the same time.
You got that problem too, huh?
Yeah.
It's fun driving a Jeep like that. I push the clutch in, I hit the brake. I go to give it gas, I hit the brake. It's like, come on.
Yeah, Bocce, you did. I still got to order a blanket though.
Apparently, Sandy's claimed all three of them.
Nope. I'm gonna order one for the semi.
Oh,
I think Boschy should make a nice blanket for Bosco.
The green and yellow one.
Green and yellow.
That's right.
I'll buy the yarn.
Yeah. Oh boy.
well, if you guys aren't fond of it, damn it, neither am I.
Fond of what?
The Red Heart yarn.
Hey, how you doing, Wayne? Good to see you. Hey, I like that red heart yarn. That's pretty cheap stuff.
Hey, man.
How Wayne?
Kyle says he'll buy it and pay for the shipping if it's yellow and green for you.
Yeah. If it ain't red, it's as good as dead. Forget it.
I don't care what color it is, as long as it ain't pink, I'll take it.
What's wrong with pink?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with pink. Real men wear pink.
That's right.
Some guys even wear M&M shirts.
Tomorrow.
I bet you're one of the guys that has the little rainbow things on your boots too, huh?
Talking about real men and stuff like that, and M&Ms and all that kind of stuff. Have you guys heard anything about people burning Carhartt stuff because something Carhartt's doing?
I've seen them cut patches off and throwing them on the ground.
Oh, I've seen there's a couple things on YouTube, guys burning their hats and coats and stuff.
I don't know why.
So what happened there that they're doing this?
I don't know.
Carhartt's making them do the shot.
Oh,
You don't do the shot work here.
heck, I'll do a shot of shine or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but, I mean, the one thing I was looking at or seeing, somebody else reposted it. This dude must have been burning $600-700 worth of Carhartt stuff, jackets, bibs, shirts, pants, hats, and I'm like, dude, if you don't want to wear it and you don't want to support them, donate that shit. I'm sure there's a homeless person out there somewhere that'd love to have a Carhartt coat and don't really give a shit if they're making them take a shot or not.
Yeah, there was a couple of people posted that on there too.
Well, I got Carhartt stuff and I ain't throwing it away because it keeps me warm.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
I done paid for that
There
stuff.
it is right there.
Yep.
But I ain't about to burn it. I
That's
just
right.
won't get any more.
Yeah, I just won't support them anymore. But yeah, you might as well just take your paycheck out and light it on fire if you're gonna do that shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But I'm sure that only last a couple weeks though, because what was it, the CDC or whoever it was, or OSHA, they overturned that and said that they can't make it mandatory or something.
Yeah, the judges.
Well, you can't make them, but that don't mean the companies won't still do it.
Well, if the judges said they can't make them, then and the company still try it, employees can sue them.
Uh-huh.
But it's pretty rough on employees when it gets put to you that way. But I think that was a runoff of that 100 plus employees that it was
Yeah.
mandatory that they had to do it until it got
Yeah.
overturned.
Right.
Now it's just the medical field that has to have it.
Right. Well, and I mean, not to play the devil's advocate or anything, but I can see why companies would push for it because they don't want to lose their workforce.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it right that they're mandatory? No, I can,
No.
but if they're saying, hey, we'll give you a bonus if you go get it, or whatever, because they don't want their employees being out sick. They want to be able to, produce their product.
Yeah, right.
But then again, it could also have a major recourse and lose a whole bunch of employees to where they're in trouble.
Right.
Because of their rights.
Right.
Now, where that stands, I have no clue.
Well, that's what I said. I said, not forcing them, but if they want to offer, like just my word, if you were fully vaccinated by a certain date, they gave you $100 bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't mandatory, but if you wanted the $100 bonus and you were vaccinated, all you had to do is you didn't even have to give them a copy of your card or anything. All you had to do is show it, and then you had to tell them your employee number and your name, and they wrote it down that you're vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
I took a ride this morning or this afternoon. I went down to the Barnes and Noble store just to walk around for a while. And it was like almost everybody in that store had a mask on. People worked there, and people was going in and out. I was looking around, I said to myself, maybe I should go out and get my mask. And finally I started seeing a couple people walking around with me. I was like, okay, the mask can stay in the Jeep.
Well, I went into TSC to get dog food. There was 3 people in there that had masks on, and I walked in that aisle, and they all looked at me. And the guy says, "Are you serious? No mask, and you walk up on us?" And I looked at him, and I was like, "Yeah, I guess I did."
Should have started coughing.
Huh?
You should have started coughing.
Oh, I couldn't believe it.
What'd you do?
All I could do was just look at him and say, "Yeah, I guess I did." But
Yeah,
hey, each their own, I reckon.
Yeah, they reinstated a mask mandate at work. If you're in common areas with other people, you have to wear it. And then if you're like working side by side with other people, like in an office and stuff, they want you to wear it. But if you're not vaccinated, if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, they want you to wear it.
Right.
Shit, we've had masks since it started.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't wear no mask. I don't care.
Well, let me put it like this. Who would ever think that you would ever walk into a bank wearing a mask? Years ago, if you walked into a bank wearing a mask, you can bet the police were on their way already. I mean, come on.
Right.
You
We
would
don't have the
never
problem
have
here. The banks won't let you in. The banks have the doors locked. You can only do the drive up,
Right.
which is a pain in the ass because I got a great big bag full of quarters and nickels and dimes that I can't even put it through the machine to get it. Put it in.
Yeah. And then I was sitting up there on 62, up there by Walmart, and this guy pulls up beside me. He's the only person in the vehicle, only one, and he's got a
And he's
mask.
got a mask.
And I'm pointing at him, and I'm sitting there laughing, and the guy's looking at me, and I just keep pointing at him. I mean, come on.
Then
Unless-
you And you guys would probably laugh at me because a lot of times whenever I go to check in or over the road cars that other people have been driving, I'll have my mask on.
But you're vaccinated, so
right.
You
But
should
you
be
can
good to
still-
go. You can come in contact, they say, with the vaccination. You can come in contact and you don't have to quarantine or nothing.
No, actually, we do now
Really?
for work. Yeah.
Wow.
We always have.
And it depends on your length of exposure, because I was exposed, and only thing I had to do is, this is before the mask mandate went back into effect, I had to wear a mask when I was around people for 5 days. Week and a half later, guy I work with, his son tested positive for COVID. He had to quarantine for 5 days.
Yeah.
I know when this first started, I can remember being at Walmart and seeing these people driving in their cars by themselves, and they'd have a mask on, they'd have a big hat pulled all the way down, like to right here. They'd have these big coats on and stuff. It's like, come on, dude. It's the middle of summer. It's 85 degrees out.
Well, a lot of it is the governors and all these people are dictating all these rules and everything, and it's probably a good safety factor and everything. It's they have good intentions behind it, but the way that the constitutional rights are, people are feeling that they're being violated.
We don't have no rights in this state. His forced trip with emergency powers come around there, and Trenton turned him down, and he just turned around and hit him with, well, I'm declaring this another state of emergency. So he's good for another month.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, well, that's the way the tire shop and stuff is here where I work at. They don't have. You can wait for your car, but you got to wait outside. They won't. You go into the cashier's thing. You have to have a mask on, and that's how they're doing it.
That's messed up. I can't even see how you'd have to wear a mask doing that oil field stuff.
Right. But I don't know. I really think it was all the 100 plus employee type deals that a lot of it got all switched around and stuff. But they mean well. Obviously, they feel that it's going to do a whole bunch for them. And just for the heck of it, I put the mask on. I put my cigarette in my mouth with the mask on, and I could still smoke my cigarette with the mask on. So what did that do for me?
Yep.
How do you pull that off?
I just did it. It was unbelievable. You wouldn't think it would work.
I get hollered at all the time when I go over for wound care because I got my mask. It goes down to about here. I leave it down here so that it doesn't fog up my glasses and I can't see what I'm doing.
Right.
And I get hollered at all the time for that. Oh, hospital here, junkyard. You don't even think about going through the door without one on.
Hospital here's don't even think of walking in there because they're booked up and they're going to turn you away.
Hospital here, they're pretty well packed, but the security guy, he's sitting right inside the door. You walk in without a mask, you need to be out there.
Right. Because my dad had passed away here just a couple weeks ago. Died of COVID pneumonia. They took him to Tempter Mercy. Tempter Mercy turned him away. Altman turned him away. He ended up down in Dover Hospital, the only ones that had an opening that could take him. The hospitals were full of this outbreak stuff again. Yeah, that's unbelievable, Junkyard. Usually, phew, you even think of walking in a hospital, you better have a mask or you're not getting there.
Yep.
I was watching YouTube today, and they was talking about how last summer when this was all going on, all the nurses and stuff were all big heroes, this and that and stuff, trying to save people. And like the guy said, this year nobody's getting fired because they won't take their shots.
Right.
Yeah, we've got signs on all the doors that say you have to mask up, before entering. And I had a truck driver walk in one day, and he walked like right up on me, and I put my hand up. I said, "Back up, dude." "What?" I said, "Did you read the fucking sign on the door?" "What do you mean?" I said, "You got to have a mask to come in here." And he just kind of looked at me, and I took a couple of steps back. Dude took a step forward. I said, "Get the fuck out of my garage."
Oh, Lordy.
If he would have just, stayed back, a few feet, he wanted to get right up, like almost right up my face.
Yeah, but that's a pretty shady area, isn't it? Your garage is in down there.
Yeah. But I told him, I said, you got a delivery? He said, "Yeah." I said, "Did you go back out that door, go up front, see the secretaries?" Guess what? The secretary told him the same thing. He got all pissed off. She's like,
Hello?
then we won't unload you. So he put one on when he come back in with the paperwork.
I get a new one every week. When I go to the hospital, I go to the front desk. Hey, you guys got an extra mask? And one lady looked at me funny. It's like, well, this one here is about 2 weeks old. Oh, okay, here you go, sir.
Oh, Lordy.
Hey, Lucky.
Got a new member. Appreciate it, Lucky. Good to see you.
I tried that last week, the one day I was trying to get on there for doing that DoorDash thing, and it won't let me get on.
Really?
Go through the whole thing to where they take and they got to scan your driver's license. It took me 3 tries before that worked, and then they scan your face or something. Every time I try that, like 5 or 6 times, it won't work. It just bounces me back out.
Huh.
And it bummed me out because I found a couple places up here that they got the little signs in the window, DoorDash. And I'm like, oh, shit, I could be making a couple extra bucks if this thing wasn't recorded.
Right.
I don't see why they put your face and stuff.
I've never used any of that stuff. I used that Uber ride one time down in Atlanta, Georgia, when we went down to pick up the 2 Kenworths, me and my son. But that was quite expensive from the airport to the dealership on that Uber thing. And I swear to you, that 15-minute ride took us like 45 minutes to get there. I mean, phew, some shady stuff there.
I could see them having to have your picture like Uber or something like that, but DoorDash, you're not doing people, you're doing food deliveries. Why do they need a picture of you? The picture's on your license that they just scanned. Yeah, okay, there.
TVs.
Yeah. Here's another one. Getting a little crazy on the keyboard, huh?
Hey, how you doing, William? Jeff, that's what this is all about. People all get together, talk about crazy stuff, meet a lot of good friends, people. I mean, you never know what you're going to run into on some of these streams. Then you see these hookers, you see all different people,
See handicapped people.
see bald-headed people.
That's like that My
I
Bar
think he's
song.
talking about you now, Ken.
Bald-headed people with spectacles. I mean, you just all different creatures.
That is good.
I said that's lucky. How do you get on there without having to go through all that stupid scan and stuff? It'd be nice to make a
Yes,
couple extra
Monty.
bucks doing it.
Kyle had to have a message retracted.
Uh-oh.
Bocce, now don't you go stirring it up in here. Oh, Lordy.
Hooker is a position in what kind of position, Ben? Yeah, we don't want to know that.
Oh, Lordy. Rugby football.
Yeah, I know you're live, Lucky. But I can't get on there to be a DoorDasher myself.
Oh, you're wanting to get
Get
into
him
that
up here.
DoorDash stuff.
Huh?
You're wanting to get into that DoorDash stuff then.
Yeah, because the signs are starting to show up at the stores here. I figure, well, shit, since it's obviously up this way there, I can make a couple extra bucks during the week.
Doing good, William.
Oh, we still got a bunch of snow on the ground, William. Nothing's coming down yet.
Yep. Nothing more yet. Supposedly tomorrow.
No, we ain't getting no snow here. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
nice and icy cold, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kyle's got the
geez,
spoon and
Kyle.
Bocce's got the pot.
Kyle, just don't lick the spoon.
Yeah. And be careful of Bocce. She likes to lick the windows. Oh, Lordy.
Oh.
Hey, you got another person in the basement.
Yeah, who we got this time? The traffic cone?
We got Lucky.
Lucky.
Maybe he can tell you how to do that, Jeff.
I hope he can.
There you go.
Right. This is the only reason why I'm coming up because he had a question. Other than that, I'm not going live on nobody's panels, but exceptions only because Jeff was asking a question. So, how far did you get on that app, Jeff?
I get all the way up to where it scans your license. It usually takes me like 4 times before it'll take that. And then the next one's like scan your face. It won't do that one, whether I do it on a computer or my phone. It will not go past that one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too ugly. I'm scared or something.
Sometimes it's the lighting that's in the back. Take your glasses off. Make sure you don't have a hat.
I usually try
On
and
a
do it
license-
with my glasses off.
On a license, do you have a beard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
On
I
your
shave
license,
that off
you
to
have
do
glasses?
this.
Do you have
I
glasses
think
on your
my
license?
Yeah. Well, I tried it with glasses on the first time. And like the third time, I did it with my glasses off, which was really tough because I couldn't read what it was saying on the screen, man.
Did you pass the BCI?
What is that?
You didn't get that far. Okay. So you're having a problem with just scanning the license then?
Well, it'll scan the license, but it won't scan like the next thing is it wants you to scan like your face or something.
Yep.
It won't do that.
You log off and re-log on a couple times?
Yeah, I went in and out of it. I don't know how many times trying to do it.
Yeah, but did you
And I
actually
just
log
finally-
off? Log off and re-enter your password?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's a problem with the camera. Maybe like you said, you're too ugly. No, you can't, don't take it serious.
Well, I figured you could get that far. I should be able to get that far.
Yeah, well, you're better looking than me, anyways. Jeff, no, seriously, what you should do is, if you got that far and you're having a conflict issue with that, you have two phones, or you just have what kind of phone do you have? An Android?
Yeah, I got this.
What's your phone look like?
It's let me see here. It's a that figures.
Just show the phone on the screen. Show the front. Yeah, you should be able to do that. The camera should be fine. It should be a 2.4.
Yeah, it's a S20 or something, S40, whatever it is.
I don't know. The only thing I suggest is completely log off and
Yeah.
start all over again. There's probably a conflict with your, like you didn't let the app accept your pictures.
I sat around and how many times turn my head this way and it tells you look forward, then it says to the right, then it tells
Did
you
it
look
actually-
forward, then it tells you
did it-
slightly to the left.
Did it accept any of those, left or right or forward?
I don't know if it did or not. It just kept going back and forth, like center, right, center, left. Then it would go center, right, and then it'd go back center, left. It's like, come on, how many times do I got to do this?
As many times as it tells you to do it.
Yeah. And
Well, after about 15 times, and you head back and forth, they see it ain't gonna work, obviously.
the only thing I could say is check your camera settings. You know, the app should have picked that up. There's no doubt in that. If you think it's a conflict between your phone and the app, delete the app completely out of your phone and reinstall it. And then once you reinstall it, the password that you originally made with the username should pick that up automatically. And it'll continue from the procedure where you left off when you started filling out that application.
Well, that's why I stopped doing it on my phone there because I know this camera thing. It's like when I was doing it, I could watch it and it wasn't loading from the phone.
right.
So I started
All right.
doing it on here. I was doing
So,
it on here. And it's,
Jeff, I'll explain it one more time, okay?
yeah.
Delete the app out of your phone.
Uh-huh.
Reinstall the app. Once you reinstall the app, enter your password and your username. At that point, it should leave you right off where you left last on your application. On a point on that. So maybe there's a conflict with the app and your camera. Okay?
It should show DoorDash on there for the app, right?
No, Dasher, not DoorDash. Dasher app.
All right.
Maybe that's what.
Dasher. I'm not seeing
Yes,
it on
it's-
here.
Well, that's the app you have to download. Dasher,
Oh.
not DoorDash.
Yeah, I know. It's Dasher, but maybe
Jeff,
that's problem.
was
It's
trying
not on here.
Jeff was trying to order food.
You don't need a BCI and a face recognition to be able to order food.
For him, it might.
Oh,
Let's see,
Well, if
Christmas
you have
is
any
over.
conflicts, you know I'm live every day. Just come up on a panel.
Yep.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
great.
Good. All right, I'm dropping back down in chat. We'll talk to you
Good
later.
to see you, Lucky.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
buddy.
you here.
I got a new rule. I don't go on nobody's panel or live. I just happen to come up here just for that. So,
I ain't had no
All right.
all right.
Came to
We'll
help a
talk to you
brother
all
out.
later. Nice seeing everybody.
Yep.
So you're going to become one of the Dasher people, Jeff?
I was thinking about it if I could get that far.
Hey, never know. Might be a good thing. When they call you to go snowplowing, you'll have to tell them you're at Dunkin' Donuts. Got to
Yeah.
make a delivery first.
I could just see Jeff showing up in the plow truck. Here's your pizza. Out the window it goes. On down the road you go.
Well, I found out the hard way. Domino's doesn't deliver all the time.
They don't?
Not where we started out from, down by on the other side of Morristown. They don't deliver down there.
Huh.
I told the guy, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna call up and ask for my free pizza because it didn't get here in a half hour. I don't care. Just send something down here.
There you go.
I guess that means Kyle's not getting out of bed tomorrow.
Yeah. Nah, he's going to spend the day alligator hunting.
Oh, it took 4.5 hours. Took an hour for my heated seat to warm up. Sounds like you need to plug that thing in or something.
I still like it. At the restaurant when we're getting ready to leave, that lady comes up, says, "Do you have a great truck? It's still running."
Yeah. I said, yeah, I have a remote here in my pocket.
I got to do that now. I got to leave the Jeep running when I stop because if I shut it off and go inside, by the time I come back out, everything's cold again.
All right, Lucky. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, that lady, she was tripped out. She said when we come into the restaurant, that truck was sitting there running. When we came out of the restaurant, it was still sitting there running. Is that your truck? Yeah. Ain't nobody can get in it because I got that touch door handles. It's only going to recognize me, so.
It's funny because when I park someplace with the Jeep, I leave the keys in it, and half the time I'm leaving it running at this time of year. And when I come back out, it's always still sitting there.
Nobody will take it, huh?
Nope.
The funny thing is I had to jump start my truck to get it going this morning because the battery is going bad. Drove down to the restaurant, shut it off, and then realized I should probably just leave it run. Went to start it. It wouldn't turn back over. Went in, ate breakfast. Me and Mark went out to jump start it to get it warmed up. I reached in and hit the key, and it made about 2 revolutions, real super slow, then kicked off. I'm like, nope, no jump start needed. Yep. I locked the doors, shut it, went back to the restaurant.
Even that new Mahindra tractor I had, it would not fire this morning until I put heat to the block.
Yeah.
It was so cold. It just... But as soon as I put the space heater blowing on the motor, it took off.
Yeah, Kyle. Then we hit her with, there's 3 vehicles out there in the parking lot running.
Yeah. Yeah, because Rich come in and he left his running.
Yeah. At that temperature, I'll pay that $1 or whatever I'll pay for that gallon of gas that's gonna burn sitting there idling.
Yeah. Ken was like, I'm just going to leave my Duramax sit in the garage. I know it'll start because it's warm.
No, I don't got a Duramax.
Oh, you sold it?
Oh, you did sell it?
Yep, last week.
Did you replace it with anything yet?
Not yet.
He's going to buy one of them little Barbie cars like Mr. Briggs.
Best thing he can do is get a Nissan.
Nope, I'm enjoying parking the work van in the heated garage.
Oh, you're getting spoiled now.
That's funny. They won't let me bring the Mac home and park in the driveway for some reason.
Yeah. I can't believe we've not seen Mr. Briggs. I don't know where he's at.
He's probably still walking back to get his truck.
Oh, Lord.
It
might find it.
It might be date night.
Yeah, it might be date night. He might be out on the town. I need to see your face down there. Oh, Lordy. I don't know. And we found Scott.
Yeah, there he is.
See that?
Yeah, I
I knew it. You guys kept talking about him. He'd find his way here.
Yep.
Mater, did you get the video downloaded off your dash cam?
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Fun stuff.
So did you finally get back up there to get your trailer and stuff?
Oh no, you're gonna love this. So I get back up to the other yard, pick up another truck to take our load to our yard. That truck was gelled up, and I went 30 miles an hour down the road. And I called my boss and called him everything but nice. I called him asshole, prick, dickhead. He said, my job is to micromanagement. And I said, or babysit. Well, maybe your drivers need babysit. I said, old Seabrook put gel treatment in his truck. I put gel treatment in my truck. And you're paying these rookie drivers the same as me? That's fucked up.
But you know, a lot of
So
companies, they think that these big fuel companies are treating these fuel, you know, and they're not going to gel up and stuff, which is a bunch of BS because the treatment's really not there.
Brand new
I found
truck.
out over the years too. You got to watch because you start mixing all this shit together, it doesn't work.
Right.
That's like I used to take. I don't do it no more. But I used to take that Mac and every other day when I filled it up, give it a little shot of house. Never ever froze up.
Oh, it didn't record that night, Mater. That don't sound good.
Nah,
So what
that's
do you think?
ridiculous.
Was calling you, Briggs, where you were calling him an asshole.
I was calling him the asshole.
And what do you think he was calling you?
I don't care. I don't give a damn.
Oh, Lordy.
Well, that ain't all right. That's not even happened. I left my keys in my truck up in Albany. So I had to drive the truck home, get in the house, and then go back up with my spare set. All I can say is this. Thank God I got a programmable keypad for front door, so you just press the code and it lets you in. If it wasn't for that, it would have been mighty funny watching me pry open a window.
No, I would have been laughing.
Mr. Briggs's code to his front door is 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it ain't 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm just messing with it. It was on like Austin Powers or one of them. What's the code? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. Spaceballs.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
hear
it
you.
was.
Yep.
Oh, that.
Wow.
No, the guy that drove the guy that had the truck before me called me up and said, you shouldn't have had any problem with my truck, blah, blah, blah. I said, when did you drive it? The day before, and I didn't have any problem with it. The day before it was 38 degrees out, big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I was sitting there thinking today, with everything that screwed up for me, semi sitting down there and I never plugged it in. So I'm probably going to have to get it fired Monday.
It'll start.
Go down,
Yeah,
go
maybe.
down and plug it in now.
Well, I got this
Remember
nice space,
landscapers?
I got this nice space heater now. I can put heat under it.
I remember the landscapers I worked for years ago, back in the mid '80s. Had two brand new MC Mason dumps with the whatever diesels they were back then. The one, if they got one started, which was just cross fingers and hope for the best, they would just hook up the other one and drag it up and down the road until the second one started.
But you know, for many years, Jeff, I always took and put diesel fuel in a coffee can, in a steel coffee can, and lit it on fire and put it underneath the oil pan.
Yeah.
And that would help that truck fire real good.
I had a little TMC or 70, whatever it was, a little flatbed I had about 8 years ago. Piece that jumped out was with that little diesel in it. And half the time it wouldn't start. I had a little rag and I kept a little can of gas. I would just dump the gas on the rag, stuff it up to the air cleaner, start it up, and let that thing run wild. I kept crossing my fingers it would blow up, and it wouldn't. That truck was a piece of shit.
That would be a good one just to put the diesel fuel in a coffee can underneath of it and put it up between the steering axle and the oil pan, and hopefully there was oil on the pan and it caught on fire. You was trying to warm it up.
Well, this thing, when it was warm out, it started up running no problem. Don't shut it off. Like if you go into Walmart or something, don't shut it off, because when you come back out, it might start again. If it does, guaranteed you will not go further than 300 yards before it's like it runs out of fuel.
After it was already warmed up?
Yep.
Huh.
There was something screwed up with it. It would just keep on doing that. You'd get it running, you'd go about another mile or two, it would like run out of fuel again. Or if you were lucky, it would just hit the sputter and run on about 4 cylinders for a little bit, and then finally start picking up again.
Yeah, Stephen. I've done that, but I've done a half a gallon in each tank on a 150-gallon tank. I'd put a half a gallon of gas in each side, and I never had no problem gelling or anything like that in real cold weather.
Believe me, if I had a way that I could take all that chemical I put in that guy's truck and suck it back out and separate it from the diesel, I would take that truck back. This is the way he gave it to me. I got it from him.
Yeah.
So be it. I must be an old timer because I've used gasoline, especially running up into Minnesota, Wisconsin, all that, where it gets real cold.
Oh, I put gas in diesel like that. I have. Oh, I've done the same thing, but you can't do it with these new trucks. They won't like it.
No, because of the DEF system.
Yep.
We always use kerosene here.
Right.
But also this, people don't realize it. They actually gel up more with the DEF system than they did without.
Yeah, because you know what the DEF is? It's water.
No, it ain't water.
Piss.
No, it ain't water. No, it's more than that. It's basically pig's piss.
Cow piss.
You take DEF, you stick it outside in this weather, it will freeze up solid.
Oh yeah, but it's basically pig urine. It's what it's made from. Pig urine.
Cow pig.
I don't want to be the guy collecting it.
No.
I don't know what's in it, but they tell you don't get it on you.
Oh, no, believe it or not, Jeff, they're using pig urine now because the pig urine is more, I don't know what it is, it burns better, but they actually have filters underneath these pens, and I saw one on how it's made one time, and they were actually, the farmer was bragging how he makes more money off the pig urine than he does the ham.
And there's Mr. Cajun.
How y'all doing? Mark,
Hey, we're doing.
Ed, Ken, Tampa, Jeff, Briggs, everybody in chat. How y'all doing?
Trying to keep warm. Pretty cold up here.
Yeah, it was 22, 23 this morning, at daybreak. And I stayed up all night. Every half hour, 45 minutes, I was running my water, my hot water and cold water for, a few minutes at each faucet. Just to keep that water circulating in the pipes to keep them busting.
Well,
Last night.
I wasn't that fortunate. I woke up this morning, turned the water on, and we had no water. My son called. He didn't have no water at his house. Everybody froze up, but it was -6 this morning whenever we got up.
Oh, yeah.
It was cold.
That'll do it. You got a basement?
No,
Oh, okay.
nope,
You on a slab or?
on a slab. So needless to say, we used space heaters.
Yeah, I got a space heater in the living room. There's a ceiling fan in between the living room and kitchen. You know, it's this end of the living room. So it blows the hot air that goes to the top ceiling. It blows it down, and I keep a burner running on the stove.
Right.
It keeps the house comfortable. And it's a little bitty space heater. It's not that big.
Because heck, you guys don't even have furnaces down there, do you?
No, we don't have basements.
Wow.
We don't need a basement. They have a heater, a furnace. A trailer don't
Do a
have a
little more
furnace.
than drip there,
A
Bocce.
basement.
Well, Briggs, you're right in a way, but the furnace I'm thinking of is the furnace that goes in basements.
Right.
Boilers.
They make trailers.
Oil furnaces. They make a trailer
Trailers
house with a HVAC system that has an air conditioner and a heater, but we don't call them furnaces. We just call them central heater.
Mm-hmm.
William, hello. Machi,
They got
hello.
pork out here.
You guys generally don't see that colder weather though down your way though, do you?
No, it's rare for it to, get like 5 degrees, down in the singles and teens. It doesn't happen often. No.
Yeah. Hi, Kaylee.
Hey, Kaylee.
Yeah, it's something. But we're trying to send snow down to Boston.
Oh, she wants some?
Yeah, she needs some snow down her way.
Oh, okay.
Some single digit temperatures and some snow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, my aunt in South Carolina's been bragging how nice it is every day on Facebook. Oh, it's 79 and sunny in South Carolina. It's this.
They got snow now.
Yesterday she got about 6 inches. Yep. She was out there. She posted on there, put a sad face saying, "Look what it's doing here." I said, "Karma got you. You brag every day. It's going to get you." Well, how much snow did you get today? Nothing.
Yeah, the South got hit pretty good, the Carolinas and that. Oh, no. Bocce says, shut your face. She don't want no snow down that way in single digits. We're trying to help you out, Bocce.
I hope she gets about 20 inches in.
Nah, 20 inches.
Huh?
Nah, that's cruel, Jeff. 20 inches is the overkill, but a good 5-inch snowstorm would be enough. 5 inches to them would be like 20 inches to a northerner.
That would shut the state of Texas completely down.
Yeah, I was going to say mainly Texas. They see
Which
a
is
lot
5
of
inches.
ice.
Yep.
They see a lot of ice, but they generally don't get snow down that way. But they do get some ice storms.
Mm-hmm. Down here too, it's
Well,
mostly
then
the
it's
ice
supposed
that
to be
we
easier
worry
to deal
about.
with.
Gotta see what that ice does
Yeah,
to
5
them,
inches would be enough.
them loblolly pine trees, man. They just bend over like that. Them telephone pole pine trees, they just bend over like that.
Huh.
When an ice storm comes.
Oh,
And then
no.
they're frozen.
You're a
they're
northerner
frozen
who complains a
like that.
lot about cold weather, so that makes me wonder if you really are a northerner.
She's a northerner that lives in Texas. So now the southerners would say that you was a damn Yankee and never went back. That's why you would be a damn Yankee.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what am I gonna do tomorrow.
Well, it's all right. My cousin, who's just like me, is moving to our family, my mother's home down that she owned down in Harker Heights. So there's going to be a crazy Keller down in Harker Heights, Texas, here in a couple weeks.
Oh boy. And Daryl agrees. He says, "Yep."
Oh, I know.
Take care, Ben. Have a good evening, buddy.
I'm gonna take my winning ticket here and go cash it in tomorrow. Hopefully.
You gonna buy a cup? You gonna buy a cup of coffee at McDonald's?
I doubt I'll get that much even.
I'll say you get the 79-cent senior discount.
That's probably not what I'll win too.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, if you want a couple $1 million or whatever, I'm like you do, I'm sure you could, like they say, the government controls the weather, that's all conspiracy theory. Sure, if you win a couple million, whatever, I'm sure if you paid all the weather service, they'll put 50 inches of snow in Texas for you.
Yeah, they mainly get ice down that way. Sometimes they get a little bit of snow, but that's up around the Dallas area and all that. They'll see a little snow, but nothing major.
Beaumont seen a couple years ago they seen 4 inches of snow.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
If I could control, if God came and said that if I could have one wish, it said just reverse the weather patterns for the north and south for 20 years. Could you imagine the great northern-southern migration flipping? That'd be funny. That would be funny. And then switch it back in 20 years.
Only you would think of that, Briggs.
With that?
Only you would think of that.
Oh, no, I am not the only one. There's a lot of people that thought of that. There's a lot of people that thought of that.
Wow.
Flipping the weather patterns.
Like New York getting Florida weather and Ohio up through that area, up through this area, and then Florida getting winter like we get, and Texas and Arizona and all that. Could you imagine the look on those people's face? They wake up at 20-inch snowstorm, no snowblower, no snow shovel, no rock salt, no plows, and it continued all year for 20 years. I'd be like, uh-oh.
If I had a wish from God, I sure wouldn't waste it on something silly like that.
Yeah,
I'd want all people to get along.
Yeah, really.
That's what I'd want.
Oh, I'd have that too, but if I had more than one, that'd be the first one I'd do. Flip the weather patterns.
Okay, Bocce, I seen that. I got that message.
My wish, if I had a wish, it'd be the wish for about 4 more wishes.
But you only get one, Jeff.
That's right. I got one wish. I wish I had 4 more wishes now. I think it would work that way, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. When they say one wish, I think they mean one wish, and I'm pretty sure there's a stipulation in there where you can't wish for more wishes. That's the reason for just one wish to start off with.
When you wish upon a star,
Oh, Lord.
makes no difference who you are.
Ken, take your brother for some singing lessons, would you? You're killing me.
Well, how did your night come out the other night, Ed? Did you have to go back again the next night, or? Me and Johnny was thinking about you just a couple days ago. I wonder if he's at the college tonight, having to work at midnight or something.
I started Sunday night at 11:30 and left there at 12:30 the next day, or Monday. Went home and was back in between 3 and 4 the next morning and worked another 12 hours.
I was getting a kick out of watching you in that skid steer.
Watching him in what?
He's in a skid steer with a broom pushing snow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was fun in the wheel loader until I hit a curb and my action camera broke, or the mount for the camera broke.
You're not supposed to be going in 3rd gear,
I wasn't. It it hit just right and snapped it off. So snapped the mount off. So
Oh, so you was filming that?
yeah.
Okay.
Kyle, you in that pulling truck.
I didn't see any notifications for it.
Well, Kyle, you got that 7.3 or 6.3 or whatever it is you're trying to sell. Use it for your pulling truck.
A Chevy don't make a good pulling truck.
It sounded like it was a Power Stroke.
Yeah,
Chevy
that's what he
don't
said.
make a Power Stroke.
Yeah, that would be a Ford power stroke, unless he put a
Yeah,
power
that'd be
stroke
Ford.
in it.
Nah, Ford don't make a good puller either. Too much framework has to be done on a Chevy or a Ford.
Yeah, better get a Dodge.
They talk like that one I showed this morning.
They're about the only
Better
one
say it.
other than the GMC
I guess.
double frames.
I'm just telling you, go big.
Go big.
Yeah.
If I go
Detroit.
big, it's going to be a semi.
So yeah, Detroit, baby.
No, it'll be a Cummins then.
Get you,
Or
Or a cat.
15 cat.
get you a screaming
You want to
Detroit,
win-
baby.
He wants to win, Ed. He don't want to lose. You're going to lose if you use the Detroit. The modern Detroits are junk.
Mr. Briggs,
I don't.
look up a pulling truck called the Green Goblin. It's an international.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool truck. I did
It
see
is a
that.
badass truck,
Yeah.
and it's got an old school Detroit in it, and that thing
Yeah.
just screams going
I've
down the
seen
track.
that. I've seen that truck, and guess what? The chances of finding an old school Detroit in that are slim to none. If you had to go, I'm just saying those old Detroits are hard to find. The ones they've made the last 30 years are junk. I've driven enough of them. I actually owned a semi once, and those ones I had were junk.
Hey,
Hey, it's Crashing Mater. Hey, Mater, you're not supposed to make your truck look like the real thing, You gonna
Hey,
get
I
a
wouldn't
saber tooth
try
in the
it.
front of your truck?
Like I said,
I just
Toyota decided it wanted to play tag. So I tagged him.
yeah, but I got a question. How's the Toyota look? I'm not impressed with your crinkle ability on your new Dodge there. You said that was low impact, I would not see high impact.
Well, concerning the fact I got him more in the bed and the bumper on the passenger side.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but the only reason why he's saying a different story because his license is expired as insurance. That's the only reason why. You're going to have to take him to civil court. That's a good argument right there. Was anyone with you,
Nope.
or were you alone?
I was alone and don't know why,
Oh,
but all days beforehand, my dash cam had been recording. Last night, for some stupid reason, it didn't record anything.
yeah, but
well, that's what you get for going to Harbor Freight.
if the law actually looks at it, no driver's license, no insurance, that vehicle should not have been on the road, and you'll win that hands down with no problem.
Yep. And I've already filed with my insurance company.
And Willie, you're absolutely right. They are a pain to change the filters.
Mater, I was going to tell you, buddy, that's just a saying. If you can't dodge it, ram it.
I rammed it. And he was trying to say that he was in the right-hand lane. I'm going, no, because if he was in the right-hand lane, that meant I was already in the car wash when he pulled in.
Wow.
Yeah.
His story.
Yeah, I got a pulling tractor you could use. I got pulling truck you can use for a pulling tractor. We got old Bertha up here that blew her head gasket and old International 9400 day cab. That'd make an awesome pulling tractor. It's got the Cummins in it too. No pre-def. I think it's a 2000 or 2001.
Yeah, if you use an International, you got to get a Lodestar.
Well, my battery's about ready to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
well, it's kind of small, isn't it?
All right, Ken. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you.
My mic was
See you, Ken.
See you, Kent. Hey, Briggs, whatever happened to that electric one?
What's that? Our electric truck?
Yeah, whatever happened to that? You're supposed to get 2 months ago.
Oh, I drove it one night and the batteries died.
All right,
Supposed to
Botsy.
plug them in, you know.
It didn't make it to. They say it's got a 500-mile range. It died halfway to the terminal up in Albany. Batteries totally went dead. They had to tow it with a diesel.
I guess somebody lied, huh?
They didn't figure on the hills up to Albany. Bocce thinks they got big hills going in Texas. Those are puddles compared to what we got going up 88 to Albany.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
seen a nice truck out there by you guys today, Ed.
What's that?
It's a nice old fleet store. It has like one of the most Western crane setups on it.
Mhm.
It's got the old 549 in it with a 5x3. It's got big rears under it. I look at it, I said, pull that stupid crane off it, put a nice 850 or 750 Holmes on there. That would be the perfect truck.
You know what?
For
You know what, Ben? You know what'd be good, Mater? Too bad you didn't have an old Dodge Power Wagon from the late '80s, early '90s. The old square bodied Power Wagon. If you had one of those, that guy wouldn't have had a truck anymore. You would have killed him. I mean it's not your truck. All trucks have for the last 20 years. They have that built-in crinkle zone. If it wasn't for that crinkle zone, you had one of those old square bodies like that, you would have annihilated that truck.
You're talking about like Lone Wolf McQuade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Tom,
funny how
welcome
that
back.
works, Willie. Clean
you get
energy
caught?
provided by diesel generators or coal.
Yep. Did you get caught, Thomas, on your phone while you're still at work?
Hey, Briggs, I'll put it like this. If I'd hit him full on T-bone like that instead of hitting him in the corner, if I hit him straight on, he would have gone up and over. He would have rolled.
How fast were you out traveling?
Doing about 30, 35
should have been.
speed limit.
Hi, Taylor Wins.
Yeah, those crinkle zones are. I never could understand the concept of those.
It's supposed to be for being safer in the vehicle. That way,
if that crinkles and it hopefully won't mess up the frame.
Right.
That's
Well,
what it's supposed to do.
No, the frame is designed to crinkle to absorb the impact.
Yeah, but they still don't. I know. I don't understand the concept. They don't work. They always.
No, they don't.
Well, they do work, but the only problem is that then your vehicle is then going to be considered totaled because the frame is totally shot and you're not supposed to be able to repair it. But yet, I know guys that can go out there and will.
Mm-hmm. I know how to get out there.
Because they
can.
can. Right, they can.
About 10 minutes and dinner will be ready.
They can actually go out and find the same kind of vehicle in a junkyard and find one that's not damaged in that area, and then go out there and drill out all the spot welds. Hey, they've got a complete brand new section.
Oh yeah, I was arguing with a guy though today on online. He told me I was wrong, and an insurance adjuster popped up. But they were telling him, because you see these trucks like my old T100 going for. Someone just bought a T100. You can look it up online. That sold for $34,000. It had 78,000 miles on it. Someone paid $34,000. I said, whoever bought that was a meth head. And he said, why? It's a great truck. I said, okay, one, parts are getting hard to find for it. And two, if you get in an accident, they're going to hand you $1,000, say, have a nice day. If that, because they go by the NAD. They go by market value. There is no market value on a 25-year-old pickup truck that they mass produce millions of.
Yep. Hey, how you doing,
7
Brandon?
hot dogs, 4 eggs, and 2 beers there, Thomas.
I don't know what I think it's leftover barbecue chicken and pasta, I think, is what she's getting fixed. The chicken is actually what was cooked in the crock pot.
Where'd you get the estimate on that?
Yeah, I know. I've got to get over it. Matter of fact, the adjuster, the insurance company, was asking me if I know where the certain place was. I go, it's only about a mile and a half down the road from where I had the accident at. She goes, oh, so I guess I don't need to give you the address? I go, no, I know right where it's at.
Do not go to the dealer. Don't get at the place they're trying to send you probably puts aftermarket parts on. You don't want aftermarket parts on the front end of your truck.
Well, the place they're sending me to is it's an actual body shop here in town, but the truck needs to have the oil changed in it. So since I've got the coupons for free oil change, I got to pull the bumper away from the front tire. That way it doesn't rub when it hits on a bump. And that way, either Monday or Tuesday, I'll have Crystal take it over, get the oil change done, and then have her take it to the body shop there at the dealership and get a guesstimate.
Because that body shop dealership will probably be about $3,000 more than the fly-by-night they're trying to send you to.
The body shop my insurance company is trying to send me to, that's not a fly-by-night. I mean, they've been there for about 20 years.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but the dealer's going to do a better job at it. That's me. I mean, most body shops like that are okay if you got a vehicle it's bought and paid for and you've had it 20 years. Like if Ed wanted to take his Swiss cheese mobile, the way he talks about it, and have it restored, that's the kind of body shop he would take it to because it's a Swiss mobile. He don't want to spend that
really
triple at the dealer.
Yeah, but Briggs, hey, I'd rather take it to a body shop that's been around for 20 years compared to a dealership that's been around for about 10.
Yeah. You want aftermarket parts?
Well, it don't matter if it's aftermarket or not. I mean, quality, it depends upon the quality.
Yeah, I've seen aftermarket parts rust in the South even. Just saying.
Same way with stock factory parts too. Sometimes aftermarket's a lot better.
Not when it comes to Dodge parts. I've seen that they don't make. There's not too many good aftermarket Dodge parts. They're any good.
There's some good ones out there.
And that's Marcus' favorite way of making chicken.
Yeah, he started shaking when I told him what it was.
Considering I put it on high for 2 hours and then put it on keep warm and left it until about 10 o'clock this morning before anybody touched it, it cooked all the way through completely. It is spoon tender.
Yeah, he's over here shaking his head.
Don't need the fork because it is spoon tender.
Yeah, if I took you to the junkyard up here, Maynard, show you some of the aftermarket parts with Dodge, especially up here, you wouldn't want them. They rust even worse. I know you say you don't get rust down there, but I've seen the aftermarket parts rust within a year or so.
We get rust down here, but
you get more.
We don't get it as bad.
I know. But what I'm saying is up here, Steve Doolittle will tell you that, especially up here, the Dodges are the worst rusting trucks in New York. And when they put in ones you see that've been in accidents, you can tell when they put the aftermarket parts on them, they rust twice as fast as the factory in Dodge. Steve Doolittle should be able to tell you that. They don't. Dodge aftermarket parts are nothing like the original.
Okay, we can change this up. Last year, brand new car got hit. My wife's. Some aftermarket parts went on there. Guess what? Since it wasn't OEM, it dropped the price of the retail value of the vehicle because of the aftermarket parts.
Oh yeah.
And what they do is nobody actually knows this and realizes this. It goes on Carfax. So whenever they go to purchase that vehicle, or you go to trade that vehicle in, it shows up. And as soon as they see that, the value of the vehicle just depreciated.
Yep, you're right there. But 2ATV said that they won't use that insurance only pays for aftermarkets. That's true, but it ain't. If it's within like 5 years, you can demand after factory OEM parts. If it's over 5 years old, they have the option to use aftermarket. You can pay the difference, but it usually ain't that much difference in price. But you know, what year's that truck? 17, 18, you said?
17.
Yeah, you could demand. You're right at that threshold. You really should demand. Go if you're going to take that out. I'd get an estimate both. But if the other one ain't using OEM, I wouldn't do it. They do. Mark's right. They lower the value, and also they're not as well. Dodge in particular does not. They're aftermarket parts. I'm just telling you. That means ask a Northerner where the trucks rust and the Dodge parts.
The main
don't
thing is
hold up
just
here to
find
the
out
aftermarket
if
one.
it's going. Ask that question, Mater, if it's going to go on Carfax.
I will.
That's your main key. Is if it's going on Carfax, it's
You
gonna
want
value.
OEM parts.
Yes, you want OEM parts if it's going on Carfax.
Right.
And it depends on what insurance company has. Most of them all do now. Put them right on Carfax.
Now, next question I'm going to have to find out about is what the hell is going to be my deductible for it?
Right.
Usually they're $500, $500 to $1,000, depending on the insurance company.
Right. I know.
You set that up. You should know. They ask you when you get set up. Do you want 500? Do you want 1,000? Or do you want nothing?
I think it was 500.
They always ask me.
Yep, you're
I know.
absolutely right, Daryl. Carfax will screw all car value. Yes. And
But I do know that my insurance company, like Crystal was saying, they'll go after him money.
Right.
That, he couldn't prove he had up-to-date insurance, and the police officer even told me he couldn't verify the guy's insurance.
Who got a ticket?
That's the thing. I don't even know if the guy did get one. I didn't.
Right.
Because he's driving around with no proof of insurance and an expired driver's license.
Was it in a parking lot or was it on the street?
It was on the street.
Okay.
It should say on your police report if a ticket was issued.
Yes.
Well, the police, I've got the information, and the officer said that I could get the report and everything either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, you'll know then once you get the report if there was a ticket issue,
Right.
citation.
Right. And I told him I had a dash cam. I just had to find out, if it got recorded. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's because the SD card was totally full or what. But I mean, it's recorded several other things all the times I've been driving. But last night, for some reason, it didn't record that.
That's because you wanted to. That's because you wanted to. You know how it works,
But I wound up going in and I deleted several videos. So next time it goes back in the truck, power it up, and I don't know, maybe the SD card was totally full and it hadn't deleted, and to be able to record again. I don't know. It's a 16 gig SD card.
Yeah, but sometimes after so many times that your card gets rewritten, the card is no good anymore too. You may have to keep changing the card.
Yeah. Well, luckily for me, I've got a second one of those same cameras that I finally opened the box on it last night. So I could probably put that in the truck and see what happens. But I got but unfortunately, this thing has to go in the cigarette lighter, and the cigarette lighter in my car is acting up for some stupid reason.
Yeah, it sucks. So I hate it. When
Yeah, but like I said, he's trying to say he was in the right-hand lane, and we're in the parking area of the car wash. This happened right in front of the car wash. I'm going, there's no way, because that meant I would have been in the
Can't get
parking
any
lot
closer,
hitting him.
sweetheart, because I'm fixing to start echoing.
Yeah, he's just trying to get out of it because he knows he, without insurance or registration, he'll get screwed.
Yeah.
That's exactly it, Daryl. Can't get blood out of a tournament. Turnip. Somebody like that, most likely, don't have a job, don't have anything. Hi, Missy.
Well, even if he has a job, if he don't have a house, they can't attack put a lien on his house.
Well, the thing about it is the address on the insurance and the address on his license didn't match.
What?
That's a red flag right there. That cop didn't give him a ticket, man, that's bull.
I know.
Or as Cajun likes to say, bull butter.
No. And I'm probably going to be the one getting the short end of the stick on this one.
Well, if you haven't had a claim on your insurance, it won't
Nope.
affect your.
As a matter of fact, this is the first wreck I've had in over 10 years.
Wow.
Come on.
Turn it up.
And out of all the accidents I've been involved in, I've only had one that's been my fault.
Who's playing the music?
That's
Don't
her
surprise
phone
me.
with her notification.
That's what happens when you. That's what happens when you buy a new vehicle or something. It's like that. Ed will never buy a new one. If he ever bought a new one, he'd be screwed. If Ed ever bought a new truck like that, a pretty truck like that, he'd either get in an accident or someone would hit it in the parking lot. Ed's smart. He'll buy another Swiss cheese mobile. I don't blame him a bit.
And see, one thing that really gets me is, okay, it's nighttime, and I'm driving southbound. He's making a right-hand turn on the same street I am. So that means he failed to yield right away because I was already in the right hand. Even if I was in the left-hand lane or right-hand lane, it don't matter. He failed to yield right away.
Okay. Hey, hold up, everybody. I just got notification that Brandon's live. We need to shut this down and move over to Brandon's stream. I don't want to run over on anybody, and y'all have a good night. Thanks for everybody coming in, and we'll see y'all later. Don't forget Polar Bear Ed tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, and Brandon's live now. So let's go over and pay a visit to him.
All right.
We'll see y'all.
Love, peace, cracker, and grease. See y'all later.
See ya.